The small town of Willow Creek was known for its serene landscapes and tight-knit community. It was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone, and crime was almost unheard of. So, when 34-year-old nurse Emily Carter vanished without a trace on a chilly October evening, the town was thrown into a state of shock and disbelief. Emily was a beloved figure in Willow Creek, known for her compassionate care at the local clinic and her active involvement in community events. She had been last seen leaving the clinic at around 7 p.m., waving goodbye to her colleagues as she headed to her car. Her husband, Mark Carter, reported her missing when she didn't return home that night. The local police, led by Chief Tom Reynolds, launched an immediate search. Emily's car was found abandoned in a secluded area on the outskirts of town, near the dense woods that bordered Willow Creek. There were no signs of a struggle, but her purse and phone were missing. The initial assumption was that Emily had been the victim of a random act of violence, possibly a carjacking gone wrong. As days turned into weeks, the search yielded no clues. The community rallied together, organizing search parties and vigils, but hope began to wane. The case grew cold, and the town was left grappling with the unsettling notion that one of their own could simply vanish. Just when it seemed the case would remain unsolved, a breakthrough came from an unexpected source. A tip from a local resident led investigators to re-examine Emily's personal life. What they uncovered was a web of secrets that painted a very different picture of the seemingly perfect nurse. Emily had been having an affair with Dr. James Harper, a married colleague at the clinic. The affair had been going on for over a year, and it was fraught with tension. Dr. Harper's wife, Linda, had recently discovered the affair and had confronted Emily, threatening to expose her. Additionally, Emily had been struggling with mounting debt due to a gambling addiction, which she had kept hidden from everyone, including her husband. As investigators dug deeper, they turned their attention to Mark Carter. Initially, he had been ruled out as a suspect due to his seemingly solid alibi and the lack of any apparent motive. However, as they pieced together the timeline and examined financial records, inconsistencies began to emerge. Mark had been under significant financial strain due to Emily's gambling debts, and the couple had been arguing frequently in the weeks leading up to her disappearance. Furthermore, a neighbor reported hearing a loud argument coming from the Carter residence on the night Emily went missing. Confronted with the mounting evidence, Mark Carter eventually broke down and confessed to the crime. He admitted that the argument on the night of Emily's disappearance had escalated, and in a fit of rage, he had strangled her. Panicked, he had driven her car to the woods, disposed of her body, and staged the scene to look like a random abduction. Mark's confession sent shockwaves through Willow Creek. The man who had been seen as a grieving husband was now revealed to be a cold-blooded killer. The community struggled to reconcile the image of the kind, caring nurse with the dark secrets that had led to her tragic end. Mark Carter was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The town of Willow Creek was left to pick up the pieces, grappling with the loss of Emily and the betrayal of one of their own. The case served as a grim reminder that even in the most idyllic of settings, darkness can lurk beneath the surface. Emily's memory lived on in the hearts of those who knew her, and the clinic where she had worked established a scholarship in her name to support aspiring nurses. The town, though forever changed, found solace in coming together to honor her legacy and ensure that her light would never be forgotten. Years later, Willow Creek had begun to heal, but the scars of Emily's disappearance and the subsequent revelations remained. The case became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the complexities of human relationships and the devastating consequences of secrets left untold. And though the town would never be the same, it emerged stronger, united in its resolve to protect and cherish the bonds that held it together.